Hey folks, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're here in the Shaded Woods, the Shaded Ruins section of the Shaded Woods. And this is just about the end of said woods. In the last episode, we kind of explored this left section. We ran into a giant scorpion man. And in this episode, we are going to head over to this right section and probably face the boss. Depends on how long things take. First things first, let's go almost straight ahead, break through these barrels, and see what prizes we have. There are some lion warriors hanging out. They're not too tricky, especially if you can backstab them. But they do pack a wallop. Deal a lot of damage. So we got, they're black-haired lion warriors. There are also these kind of blonde lion warriors, which I think are a little bit tougher. They definitely have more HP. I don't know if they deal more damage. There's this guy petrified in the corner. I don't know if he's worth unpetrifying. Yeah, pointless ahead. I'm inclined to believe that message. So yeah, especially if you can get some counter damage, hit them while they're winding up or after their swing, they aren't too bad. Anyway, was there actually anything worthwhile here? There was the Pharaoh's Lockstone up there, which is nice. Other than that, not a whole lot. Anyway, let's look carefully. There are a couple things to be aware of here. First off, there is a Spectre Dude over there. There's a Spectre Dude over there. There are two curse pots over there, a curse pot there, and that floor looks suspicious. You may note that part of it is kind of elevated. It looks like there's some wood paneling. And you may, if you're not being super attentive, you may just run over and try to destroy that pot. But if you do that, floor will fall out from under you, and you'll be dropped into a party of enemies down there, which we will encounter eventually. But I'm gonna hold off for just a little while. How about we take care of this side of things next? Good. And then anything over here? Oh, there's a guy here. I was about to say I thought I was getting better at fighting these guys, but clearly I'm not. Alright, so, if you like, you can drop down right here. You'll take some fall damage if you do go that way. There is a better way to go down there. There is a better way to reap the wonderful rewards. So we'll get there eventually. Smash that pot. Alright. I'm glad these guys don't play defensive too much, because that combined with the inability to lock on just makes things so tedious. Anyway, here is a basilisk. Here's your explanation as to why we've been encountering so many petrified creatures. because there are basilisks here. There's one up here. In the original Dark Souls 2, there was a giant basilisk right over there, which kind of helped sell the story a little bit more clearly. Now, you might be able to hear the clacking of basilisks. There's some down there. Anyway, you'll want to be careful. This is a good guy to unpetrify, especially if you are a magic user. But, as you may have noticed, there is a curse pot right behind there. So, you're going to want to rush in, use the Fragrant Branch of Yore, and quickly run the heck out as soon as the animation is done. Otherwise, you'll be cursed by the pot. All right. So in this chest, we'll find some clothes, the Lion Mage set, and another Fragrant Branch of Yore. So this is, in fact, a basically free set if you have the initial Fragrant Branch of Yore to spend. And the... Alright, there's no top. So the Lion Mage robe, or the Lion Mage set in general, improves casting speed. I think each item, or at least several items from it, improve casting speed. The Lion Clan are an offshoot race that appear in historical records quite abruptly, as if one day they climbed up out of the depths of the very earth itself. I don't know how literal that that climbing out of the depths thing is, but you know, it sells the idea that they're kind of dirty, unholy almost creatures, and the fact that we have Man Scorpion Tark and the boss of the area that we'll be meeting as kind of just unnatural creatures, it helps imply that the Lion Clan maybe aren't natural either if they just suddenly appeared. Also, did I try on this armor? I don't know if I did. I was noticing it. It's very colorful. Unfortunately, I don't like it. But maybe if I had a different hat, but I really don't like that color, or not that color, the collar. I don't care for. Anywho, this is the eventual route to the boss. We've also got some prizes up at the top of these towers. And an NPC. Might recognize this guy.
Just wait, you dirty rat. Oh, I remember you. Don't you scare me like that. I thought you were him. That bastard with the ring lives in Brightstone Cove down the way. I'm gonna find him and settle the score. Nobody insults me like that. For the good of the world and for my own honour, I won't let that bastard live another day. For the good, I won't.
Alright, so you may remember this is Creighton, or Creighton. He is in a bit of a spat with Pate. They are not getting along. And here he is hinting, foreshadowing, that there's going to be a climactic confrontation in a couple areas' time. We'll see how it turns out. Stay tuned. Anyway, anything in the tower here? Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna take the stairs down just to be safe. Alright, so It may look like we've come to the end of the road, but we're not quite done yet. Because... Oh, hey there. It's not what I was intending, but... Grab that, that's nice. Because there is... You see this patch that seems to have been covered up by dirt. Drop down, take only a minor amount of fall damage. And now we are up above where we would have landed if we'd gone through the big hole. And we have an NPC we can talk to. You might remember him.
Ah, look how far this undead has wandered. And a very fit undead you are. A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future. Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find a need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall. The dark is still nascent within you. May the dark shine your way.
So this guy does have a side quest associated with him. I think the first time we met him, he was like, buzz off. Second time we meet him here, he's like, there, you got potential. Maybe you can do my side quest. The next time we'll meet him, I think is when we can actually do the thing. And yes, it does involve this shrine of sorts. Anyway, let's drop down here. You may have noticed that there is a basilisk over there. And in some environmental storytelling, there are some poor souls who were trapped down here with the basilisk, tried to climb out, or just kind of gave up. Did not end well for them, sadly enough. This is the way out. You may have peeped this hole in the previous episode. We were looking through it. And then we've also got these yellow pits of liquid, and I am not going to show what these are because these are corrosive acid that destroy your equipment, and you do not want to step in them. They are bad. They are bad. Now here's the fun thing. If you just drop down through here, if you're caught by the trap, you will drop into a party of not one, not two, but 3 basilisks. So if you're just freaking out and you don't know what's up, you're probably gonna get petrified, which is no good. Now listen carefully. There's something or someone in there. Don't freak out. I know, you have bad memories of harpies from the Painted World in Dark Souls 1. It's okay. This is a friend.
Thank you for helping me. I am Ornifex. I owe you some form of thanks, but have nothing for you at the moment. If it would not trouble you, could you visit my abode just down the way? Thank you, kind traveler. I believe that I can be of assistance if you would visit me at my home.
So, Ornifex, very useful NPC, very good friend. I would definitely recommend letting her out. She will help us in 2 areas' time. Not in the next area, but the area after that. And she is very, very useful. And you'll see how when we get there. And now we've looped back to where the bonfire is. And we are ready to take on the boss. Now, we've heard a little bit about the boss already. We know that she we know it's a she, probably. I think I think Tark referred to her as a she. Is Tark's betrothed, is his lost love, who went through a similar experience to him, but has not managed to retain her sanity. So, get ready for a chimera creature of sorts. First off, we can summon Bradley. Good pal Bradley. And then, once we climb up the hill here, towards this very bright light, look at those volumetric god rays. I don't actually know if they're volumetric, but there's also a summon for Tark himself, Man Scorpion Tark. It's not very often that we get to summon a not totally humanoid ally to our aid. In fact, this might be the only time in the series, as far as I can recall. So we've got a Scorpion friend. We've got our Bradley friend. Let's take on Tark's betrothed. Well, you don't look so bad. You just, what, are you merged with the ground there? Oh, nope. You are a mega scorpion. You're like a double scorpion. This is Scorpioness Najka, and you can definitely see the Quelaag influence right there. So, she does have quite a few tricks that are different from Quelaag's. In fact, I would say that she uses the merged with an animal thing in a very different way from Quelaag, because she has these two stingers in the back that she uses for typical kind of tail whip attacks, but then also for kind of double ground stabbing attacks. So she'll hit you once, then she'll hit you twice. Also, she has magic. Whoa, hey there. Then, last thing she can do is burrow into the ground. And you'll see kind of disruptions in the ground, and you can sort of tell where she's going to come out. But if you just stand on this building here, she can't pop out under you, so you're safe there. Also, she can poison you, but that's not too big a deal here. Having two allies really helps distract the enemy. Now, one thing I didn't point out in the heat of battle, there is this item up here. You cannot knock it down with your weapon. Najka can knock it down with her tail. And it's a flame butterfly, it's not really worth it. Anywho, that takes care of the boss. We've taken care of Najka. We have put her to rest, as Tark requested. Yes, good message here. Now, while it is true that Tark has some dialogue and whatnot after you defeat the boss, first off, you need to reload the area in order to do it. Second off, there's a little more in his arena than we can do when I visit, and that'll tie into yet another thing. So what I'm going to do is actually head into the next area, rest at the bonfire, and then in the next episode, we will finish up all that Tark business. So it'll be a little bit of a tease for you. Anyway, welcome to the Doors of Pharos. You may have wondered why we were getting more than one Pharos lockstone in the shaded ruins there. You know, probably the proximity to the Doors of Pharos, which is an interesting area that I am not looking forward to planning my route through. But that'll have to wait for another episode. Because for now, I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to get some more souls in the next episode, and then I'll do my Majula trip. So, that takes care of that. And I'll do all that stuff next time. So, thank you for watching. and I'll see y'all next time.